What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Commentary for you. One of my sponsors, Steel Supplements. Link and discount code down the description. You also know we will prefer to what's our best promotion in the pinned comment. All you need to do, go click the link, open account. They're going to give you free stocks up to 5% back on your uninvested money. And the list is long here. Crizzo, D-Rock97, Thick Cheddar, Shaka Nation, Not Shakur, and Taco 2 Kids for all these clips. And man, we're going to go through a long breakdown here. I want to talk a lot about what is wrong with this game. I want to talk about Madden trying to improve this game. But I want to start here with a positive play because to me, this is actually a very good looking play. And this is what I would like to see more of in Madden. So we slow this down. A couple things that I want you to take note of. Number one, this is going to be AI based. When we look at this defensive back right here, this is not user control, okay? This is a defensive back making a natural break on a ball, pass out in his zone. Now, user control picks up here. Maybe you could have physics. Physics are going to be a big talking point in this video. Some of you mentioned the last video, didn't mention it enough. But again, that is what you want to see. There's some X's and O's with that I can appreciate in terms of a good player. Now, the problem is consistency, right? We need consistency when we're playing a game so we know what to expect. That's what makes plays like this even more frustrating because you've seen what the game can do good. So now we're going to take a look at what the game can do bad. Now, this user, by the way, said this was a 90-plus overall corner. This is Madden Ultimate Team. Quarterback is going to drop back. Pocket's a bit of a mess. Pressure gets released. But take a look at this interaction over here, right? This is not user control. So we're right back to the AI. And I want you to watch this defensive back. You've got a ball that's going to be thrown, plenty of time to react. The ball is just now being released, and the defensive back is going to stand there, feet away from where the ball is going to go. Now, the user on the left-hand side is running over, but that defensive back does nothing. Again, this is what we don't want to see. Now, this is more when we're talking about the patching of the game, right? Remember, they were going to remove the coaching adjustments for see-ball, play ball. Then you had defensive backs kind of having this volleyball-like scenario. They're trying to tune the interceptions. There's way too many drops. The reality is they can't get the game playing consistently well enough. And the end result is you have plays like this. Now, there's more than just the defensive backs wrong here, but I want to focus on a couple of specific things. So first of all, I really wish EA could perfect these routes. And they've tried. Lord knows they've tried for years to try to get this game in a better position throwing into the back of the end zone. When we watch this at speed, I want you to notice the first thing here. This is where the ball needs to go. Corner of the end zone to where only the receiver can catch it. This is basic football. What happens, however, is you can see, watch the target here. Okay, there's plenty of separation. It's a wide open receiver, right? But with Madden, you don't really have wide open receivers in this situation because what actually happens, right? The ball is going to land in this little tight area, okay? What the ball actually should be doing is trying to land way back here. It should hit this wall if it's not caught. Madden doesn't have that happen, and you're going to see one of the worst examples. When you look at this ball gets tipped, right? Now it's going to bounce off the player's back. I want you to be very, very aware of where the landing target is now as it pops back up in the screen. Now it's out of bounds. That's almost where it should have been aimed at in the first place. But now you have a double deflection. Again, volleyball, not football. The proper pass trajectory would have resolved all of this. But instead, you get this absolute mess of a play. These are not the things that we want to see. Now, again, want to go into another play here, talk about that whole see-ball, play ball, the way they're tuning this game, because I think it's very important from a user, right, from a user standpoint, or from an AI standpoint, you have to have the ability for a player to make a play only when they're in position to make it. And this play, no better example, right? I'm not going to say this isn't stick skills, great read here, but the animation has to be proper. When we take a look at this ball being thrown, okay, look at the separation. Look at the route. The route is being ran left to right. The linebacker is running up the field. He's in no position to intercept this. Look at their positioning on the field right now. You've basically got them inside out of each other, right? So as this ball gets intercepted, watch the receiver. He is going to end up on the other side, but they are literally standing side by side. How does something like this happen without better physics in the game? There's no penalty, right? There's no penalty for the defense to be out of position here. They're actually rewarded with an interception by a player that could not have seen the ball unless the user, who has a bird's eye view, can see everything. He can manipulate where the player is and then get the animation that rewards the interception. That is not what we want to see. You should have limitations in your animations to where even if you're going to get the right player, you still have to be in the right position. And that is something Madden, again, I know we're using the word consistency a lot, but that is something Madden truly, truly struggles with. And when you have a game playing this bad, when you have a game playing this inconsistent, that's what makes the game unfun to play because you never really feel in control of what's happening. Now, this is a play that I've covered before, but a lot of you said, hey, listen, one of the things you didn't talk about enough is how this play actually breaks down. And again, taking a look at the user here, the user is doing everything right. That's what makes this play so disappointing. Pockets clean, steps up from one user to the next. He goes over, tries to cover. Where are the physics? Right? Above all, set animations aside, set motion capture aside. Where do you have a time where simply players are going to collide? I understand pass interference can happen. I don't have a problem with that. What I'm simply saying is at the end of the day, you have to have players respected. And when you look at this zoomed in, the ref, all 4 players, no one gets respected from a physical standpoint. They're trying to go in animations right beside each other, independent to themselves, and it allows things to happen uncontested. Now, I wouldn't have a problem with that touchdown if, again, the pass trajectory was better, it threw an arc to where the receiver was deeper in the end zone, and you had a touchdown rewarded for it. That would be a good read, right? You've got a faster player, you've clearly got a taller player. There's decisions here that can be made and justified from an X's and O standpoint. Throw it up to the tall player, let them box everybody out, or let them use their reach and height to go get the ball. But as you can see with Madden, that's not always the end result. Basically comes down to players not being respected in a position for better or worse. Whether it's a touchdown, whether it's interception. I just showed you examples of both. That is what this game needs to work on the most. Get players in a position without any animations to be respected physically. Arms, torsos, legs. Get the players aware enough from an AI standpoint to only be able to do things they can do. And stop trying to tune this game into playing better. You can't tune poor programming. If you could, we've talked about sliders for years. Someone would have fixed this game by now. There's no doubt in my mind. Look at what the modders do with this game. Look at what the community does with roster updates. Trust me, if sliders and tuning were the answer, we would have figured it out long before EA. The reality is, the game itself is what's broken, and nothing we can do will fix that. It starts with rebuilding, redesigning, and getting a game that is consistent to X's and O's, then add on your garbage, your X factors, your superstar, all those things. Until we get to that point, I am always going to be a sit here and make these videos with multiple examples from my gameplay or yours. And you know, with that said, there is no way I cannot be back in the week with more commentary.